Heads. Sprinting away from the 1200-meter marker. And at the back of the field early on is Guantanamera. Island Fiesta goes well. Cossack General's there. Always L on the right-hand side in front of Cherbourg. Sports Coach is about 2.5, 3 lengths off them. Then Hard Rock. Island Fiesta's on the outside with the gold cap. Guantanamera gives them 5 lengths. Always L is going the quickest from Cossack General, Sports Coach, black sleeves and cap between them. Cherbourg is on the inside. Island Fiesta's near the rail with the yellow cap. Then Guantanamera and Hard Rock. They come down to the 600-meter marker and Cossack General goes on. Sports Coach on the inside, Always L, Cherbourg. Island Fiesta's towards the outside. Guantanamera still got 4 or 5 to go. Hard Rock's going to go through down the inside. Coming down to the 300-meter marker and Cossack General's the leader. Cossack General, Cherbourg. Island Fiesta tries to run on Sports Coach. Guantanamera's got a mountain to climb. Cossack General's the leader coming to the last 100 meters. Cherbourg on the inside. Island Fiesta's getting going late now. Cossack General and Island Fiesta. Cossack General, Island Fiesta. Cossack General won it. Island Fiesta second. Cherbourg, Guantanamera, Hard Rock, Sports Coach and Always L. Cossack General and Makula. Garth Puller reverting down to the 1200 meters, returning after a rest. So with this tailwind, the track running fast, and Cossack General goes. Island Fiesta's closing in, but the line's going to come. And Cossack General, the son of Delami, to record his third win from 12 outings. Garth Puller is the winning trainer, and well done to the Meekers involved here with Cossack General, and they win it well. Island Fiesta will run second. Third placing, that goes to Cherbourg. The fourth placing, that will go to number 4, Guantanamera, who was a little bit slow and tucked in at the back of the field. And then Hard Rock, further back Sports Coach, and then Always L. We'll take a look at that head-on shortly. And you'll find Cossack General, of course, these were the colors of yesteryear. Secret Rights, Bahadur, Gigantic, all of those top gallopers for the Meekers. And yes, Cossack General now recording his third win from 12 outings and wins it well. Island Fiesta staying on nicely for that second position. That's the running of the 9th. A reminder, the 10th race is that quartet carryover. 121,000, estimated pool 850,000 Rand. Back to the studio.
Well, we've just seen the running of race number 9, and well done to trainer Garth Puller with number 7, Cossack General. He's a lightly raced 5-year-old, only having his 12th run today. Been off for 3 months, and of course, you just have a quick glance at his form. You'd think that he's looking for a bit further than this, but he's come through, and he's come through well. Atandiwe, you're getting the chances from your good friend Garth, who's supported you throughout your career. And another ride here on this horse, and this horse surprised me today.
Yes, he was on a very good race. I thought it was a very courageous race. He's a big striding horse, and he tries very hard, and yeah, it was a good win. Very good win.
You let him use his stride from the word go.
Yes, he came out with speed at the pens. Quite surprisingly, he came out with speed, and I just said to him, and he was doing it comfortable, so I didn't see the point in me pulling him out the race, Just let him there. He was comfortable, he used his strides, and, he went through with it. He quickened up when it was time to pick it up, and he's won a good race, I just want to say a big thank you to Mr. Puller for the opportunity. He hasn't had a lot of work into him. This was sort of like a race to try and bring him on, so he's won a very good race. I'm very grateful, and to Mr. and Mrs. Maker as well.
Fantastic, nice win, nice ride, and I'll tell you, I'm really surprised. I'm speaking to Garth about this, but this horse back home, and he's obviously decent.
Yes, yeah, he's quite a decent horse, I'm just really grateful to even sit on him, he's a very decent horse. So, yeah, once again, to Mr. Puller, big thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Garth, let's have a chat now. You're just telling me off air this horse had a bit of a problem with his tongue not too long ago.
Yeah, it is. He ran a very good mile there. Just got caught on the line by a decent horse of Duncan House, that young Duke or whatever it was. Yes. And he was coming on beautifully. He would have probably been odds on in the next 1400 meter race, because he's a good front runner. And he reared up and he got loose from the buoy. And as he came down, he stood on the rein and he threw his head up to go up again, and he tore his tongue. I'll say 3/4 off, right across the middle and across the top on the other half. So he had a quarter of a tongue hanging in the middle of his tongue, which was pretty bad. But the tongue heals very quickly. I must thank Linda for all her hard work at the stables. And that healed quickly, and that was a bit of a setback. So I brought him back, I thought, a little bit fresh in the 1200. But he's a galloper. Anton gives a hand every now and again in the morning, and Anton still said to me, God, you don't run anything against him. He's flying. He'll win it. And he was right. He's a big stride horse, and thanks to Atandiwe, he rode a very nice race. He let him use his action. It's a big stride horse. If you try and restrain him, he might take the bit and want to hang to the left. He's done that at Greyville. He's run off the track towards the left. He's run out. But he's a nice horse. He's earned his 3 wins, and he's probably got 1 or 2 left.
He impressed me over this 1200. Just one decent sprinters you got. You have a look at it. It's a small field, but he's just blown them apart over a trip that's short of his best.
He can work with the best. He's a working companion for the horse that went down to Cape Town. So he's a nice horse.
Thanks for that, Garth, and well done, well played. And of course, in that old rule, you could have put the scratching in, get the favourite and your horse, but nowadays that doesn't apply.
But it's probably better for racing. They want to see bigger payouts, so you're going to get a couple of PAs today. They're going to pay big money. I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Mika very much, and I hope Mrs. Mika is feeling a lot better. She hasn't been well of late, but I just spoke to her and she's a lot better. They should cheer her up a little bit, and Mr. Mika. And then I must thank the sponsors, Hollywood.
Thanks for that, Garth.
And all the guys back at home. Thank you.
Well done, Garth Puller. Always a pleasure chatting to him. Number 7, Cossack General has come through to win it, and this is the new rule in place. If we put in the scratching with the old rule, we would have got Cossack General and the favourite, but that no more applies. But if you decided, I'm going to include Cossack General here in the pick 6, well done to you. He's really come through to win a decent race against some useful sprinters, and I think he's one for the notebook here. If you caught this quartet, the numbers you'll need, 7, 8, 2, and 4. That is your provisional result. Coming up next, the last race this afternoon at Clairwood. And as we've been reminding you throughout the afternoon, it is quartet maxi pool carryover time. Estimated pool there, 850,000 Rand. And the time to jot down will be 17:15, 5:15.